Assalamualaikum, hello and Happy New Year. Welcome to your favorite news channel. I am Nurul Nadira. First up today in our hot news, we have a hot topic which is enhancing performance. Enhancing performance can help to boost engagement and productivity by involving biochemical function, emotional factor, and training technique. The first thing in mind is goal setting. We have Sin Yin to give the detailed information.
When we talk about sports performance, the first thing that pops up into our mind is goal setting. Goal setting is an extremely powerful technique for enhancing performance. By setting a goal, an athlete will feel more motivated and have an essential direction about what to do next. Goal setting is also a mental training technique to increase an individual's commitment to achieving a personal goal. There are three categories of goals, which are outcome goals that aim for a specific results in a competition, performance goals that can help in making improvements, and lastly, process goals that targeted and aspects where an athlete should focus on when performing a specific skill. People might wonder how an athlete starts setting goals. SMART is a goal-setting technique that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So we can say that goal setting is about identifying what you want to achieve, how you will achieve it, and measuring that achievement. When challenging goals are broken down into realistic steps and systematically achieved, and at least motivation, commitment, and self-confidence will grow.
Thank you, Sini. I will explain about self-confidence. Self-confidence, which is your ability to complete a physical skill or task required in your sport. There are many ways to achieve confidence. One among them is preparation breeds confidence. Include the physical, technical, tactical, equipment-related, and mental part of your sport. Also prepare of paying attention to all aspects of nutrition, sleep, training, and are mentally focused. Mental skill reinforce confidence such as positive self-talk and body language to fortify the confidence. Intensity control to combat confidence depleting anxiety. And number 3 is prepared to overcome adversity in growing confidence. Athletes can always train or compete in ideal conditions. So an athlete has to be prepared to overcome adversity. Next is support bolster confidence. And number 5 is success validate the confidence developed in your ability is demonstrate that your belief in your ability is well founded. If the athlete is facing problems such as lack of self-confidence, appropriate measures should be taken. There are many steps to help athletes to improve self-confidence. Among them is let go of fear. Also, play freely instead of holding back. Athletes also need to focus on self, not other, and make no comparison. Athletes also need to set a mindset that they play for themselves, not others. Next up are play functionally and don't try to be perfect. Last but not least is focus on the process, not result. The key to remember in raising back athlete on a level of self-confidence always remember that somebody believes in you. You also need to think in positive way at all times. Athletes also need to stay in control of the controllable. Next, I will hand it over to my fellow reporters.
Thank you, Alia. I will now be talking about concentration in sports. Concentration can be defined as the ability to perform with a clear and present focus. So what is so important about concentration in sports? Firstly, being concentrated helps keep athletes be present in the moment and not let their mind wander off about their past mistakes. Next, concentration allows athletes to take in necessary information that will allow them to make good decisions. And finally, by concentrating, the individual will be able to ignore distractions and put themselves in the zone. Athletes can lose concentration due to a number of factors. There are external distractors that may come in the form of visual or auditory, and internal distractors such as negative self-talk, emotional arousal, and fatigue. So what can be done to improve concentration in athletes? Athletes can undergo simulation training where they will be placed in real-life scenarios during practice to stimulate possible distractions. Other than that, Athletes can develop concentration cues. They can come up with a list of positive focus cues to quickly shift their attention to an appropriate point throughout their performance. And lastly, athletes can perform mindfulness focusing exercises. This just allows the athlete to focus on their breathing a few minutes a day before they start playing their sport. That is all from me, and I will pass the next session to our next news anchor. Thank you.
Mental health is just as important as physical health when training for a sport. There are 4 factors to influence performance in sport, exercise, and physical activity. First is mental, second is emotional, third is social, and lastly is meta-mental, which include reflection and discussion. Mental skills training addresses the 4 factors mentioned above that influence success in sport. There are numerous strategies that individuals can learn that can help them improve their performance and their personal development in sport and in life overall. There are 5 goals of psychological skills training. Firstly, to prepare individuals to consistently perform at their optimal level. Second, to assist individuals in refining their mental strategies and in overcoming obstacles that may be preventing them from reaching their optimal level. Thirdly, to help individuals deal with the pressure and unexpected events that may arise during training or competition. Fourth, to encourage reflection and awareness regarding performance and personal improvements. Lastly, to improve the sport experience overall. Every individual possesses the ability to be mentally strong and perform consistently, even the most adverse conditions. Surgeons, astronauts, and elite athletes are some examples of top-level performers who maximize their ability through mental skills training, and you can too.
Hi everyone, it's Kai's time now. So now, let's talk about imagery. Do you know what is imagery? According to Martens in 1982, imagery is an experience that's similar to this sensory experience but arising in the absence of usual external stimuli. It is a form of stimulation training. The experiences are created or recreated in the mind. The imagery could be enhanced when we use all our 5 senses, which is feel, touch, smell, sight, and taste. In sports psychology, we could use experience as a method to enhance our team spirit, motivations, sports skills, sports technique, and so on. There are 2 basics in imagery. Firstly is the internal imagery. It is the perspective where we see things out of our eye to exercise our skills and techniques. Secondly is the external imagery. Sportsmen often use this tactic by watching the video to look for the opponent's tactics and look for the flaws in the techniques so that they could improve themselves too. As the last topic for today, let's talk about what are the ideal times for imagery. Firstly, we could use imagery before and after competitions, and during the competitions, often used during the pre-shot, pre-snap, pre-race, between play routines, and then breaks in action. Not only that, people also use imagery during their downtime, and also lastly, they use imagery for their injury rehabilitation. Alright, that's the end of Kai's Corner. Thank you and see you again. Bye!
And we're back. Goal setting, self-confidence, concentration, psychological skill training, and imagery is very interesting techniques to do to enhance your performance to the maximum level. With that being said, that's the end of our news today. Thank you for watching your favorite news channel. Have a good day.